What's up everyone, and welcome to a very special video we've put together showcasing the top 100 best URF moments of all time. In this video, we have some insane outplays, funny moments like this Maokai taking a one-way trip to his death, and everything in between. We're running a $10 PayPal giveaway on this video, so if you're interested in participating, drop us a comment with your favorite URF play of the episode. Of course, any likes and subs are super appreciated, but without further ado, let's dive back into the video with an infuriating combo between Singed and Veigar. Definitely a rare synergy we don't see pretty much ever, but man is it satisfying to watch them combo to near infinite CC. Coming up next, we have Be More Chill taking the enemy team for a wild ride throughout the jungle. Bard's ability to deal damage while kiting is actually pretty sick in this play, but honestly the real lesson here is never follow Bard and URF, it's just never worth. Coming up next, we have a very old play, so bear with me here because it was definitely worth including. My apologies to the LeBlanc player in this play. I couldn't get your name right, but your moves in this clip are so sick. After taking down Vladimir, LeBlanc goes back looking to outplay the enemy Zed with unlimited distortion mobility. He takes the bait and goes in, but she distorts back using Deathfire Grasp and looking to dodge the double shuriken. LeBlanc stays one step ahead and brings it on home strong. Let's change pace, and instead of a hard carry, how about a supportive Lee Sin with first two items Death Cap and Ardent Sensor. You can see that he's maxing W first in this game and legit plans on being a shield bot for his super fed Kindred. This clip is hilarious and really shows off how broken this build can be in specific circumstances, just like this one. Our 8th play in today's video shows off one of the most legendary Lee Sin one-tricks taking to URF to flex his skill. Bubba Kush, you're an absolute monster. Our next two plays both feature Captn Jaxparrow playing two different champions. Up first, his Thresh rope swing play to net his Echo the double kill. And his second play on Lucian using Spear Sojin for unlimited dashes to run laps around the enemy Aatrox. That poor Maokai couldn't catch a break. Up next, we have Beetlejuice with one of the most skillful level 1 pentakills I've ever seen in the history of the game. Play number 19 showcases another cool Singe synergy, but this time champions are getting flung into the waiting arms of Sion. Coming up next, we have one of the funniest URF plays I've ever seen as Trevor gets trolled by his teammates who have a great comp to keep him locked up in the spawn. Whenever he looks like he might get away, the Tom Kench gobbles him up and brings him straight back. Out of all the troll moments I've seen in League, this definitely has to be one of my favorites, and it's great to see Trevor have a laugh at how ridiculous this moment is. For purposes of keeping this clip somewhat short, I decided to speed it up, but you can see wall after wall, pillar after pillar, and gobble after gobble. I don't think he's going to get to play out this round. Our next play showcases a rather impressive escape from Clint Beast Woody on Nico, using her clone in the alcove for maximum trickery. She darts into the bush as the camera follows her movement, rooting before all-inning with her ult to shut down the enemy Volibear. With Zed on her tail, she goes back into hiding, falling back to the alcove, and every time she presses her W, you can see a moment of confusion in the enemy's pathing. Of course, we all know who the real Nico is, but trying to keep track between line of sight, brief invisibility, and a clone proves too much for Zed as he accidentally ults the wrong one. Her Q comes up, and a quick boop gets the kill. Let's move right into our next play. This time we're following the Zed as Resh goes all in on Hecarim, grabbing the free kill. He moves up to the inhib, shadow swapping to dodge Malphite's ult, and the moment he sees Shaco, he decides to ult and burst the Malphite. Insane shadow swapping crushes the enemy Shaco as challenger after challenger just keep on coming. Our next clip in the lineup features Yoda, an amazing streamer and high-rated player, piloting Katarina. Needless to say, the man's got some moves and he flexes them in this clip, dancing in and out of tower range. I never get tired of watching Silas run laps around the enemy team, but up next we have another special URF moment from an older time. For those that don't know, back in the day, Anivia and a few other champions and items used to be able to bug out the minion wave to stockpile them up. In this case, it's pretty straightforward. Anivia is walling off the lane to physically block and bug out the minions from carrying out their normal pathing. Eventually, Traj's team gets Baron, so they decide to open up the floodgates as a massive wave of minions marches down mid lane. Thanks to the Baron buff, they're also empowered, so in no time at all, they overwhelm the enemy team, and off of one single push, they easily take the win. Our next clip in the lineup features LoL Pro PL on Xaykan with one of the most unfortunate series of events I've seen in an URF game. Normally, URF Xaykan tilts me to no end, but this is a whole extra tilt level I wouldn't wish upon anyone. The play starts off with Shiv after Shiv getting denied by Vladimir's pool as LoL Pro gets bursted and has to retreat. Unfortunately for him, that proves to be a fatal mistake. I never thought I'd use the words Faker and URF in the same sentence, but here we are. The best player of all time on one of his signature champions. This should be fun. AP Nautilus is sleeper, and in this next play, a buffed up BasteBros wreaks havoc in the enemy team's base for the solo pentakill. Something so satisfying about watching Nautilus 100-0 people with one combo. Coming up next, we have an epic CC combo between Maokai and Thresh to deny the enemy Tryndamere from doing what he does best. There's only one thing that's more annoying than a backdooring full build Tryndamere, and URF Maokai Thresh has to be up there. Even with his ult, there's no getting out of this one as they hook root him further and further away, eventually getting the kill. Credits for this clip go to the YouTube channel Tony, check them out in the description box below. Moving right along and into our next clip, we have an oldie but goodie as Purple Sherbets on Ezreal and fires off his True Shot Barrage before teleporting to the bot lane. Good night, enemy Ezreal. Oh! Shakunetsu must have taken some lessons from Mad Life because their Thresh is so clean throughout this clip. We're gonna keep a hook counter up on your screen because that thing is a magnet as Shakunetsu lands hook after hook. In my opinion, this one is up there with the other skillful moments in today's video. We get to see everything from insane predictions to perfectly timed plays. This guy's a beast. We're just about halfway through today's lineup and we hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Let's keep things rolling with two Cookie Monsters showing up big with some great mechanical moves to outplay 1v5 as Fiora. On the real, Karma isn't the most exciting to watch, but somehow Gaius Octavius challenges that with incredible movement and dodges throughout this play. That was fair, yup, totally fair. Next, we have a super funny kill from seemingly out of nowhere. Imagine being the Caitlyn in this play. That Protobelt Lantern was so clutch. Up next, we have Hakali with some quick moves on LeBlanc. Throughout this play, he rides such a fine line between life and death, but honestly doing it so gracefully. I thought LeBlanc was tricky enough to catch, but this guy's on another level, always one step ahead to outplay his opponents.
Oh my god.
Coming up next, we have a hilarious level 1 play where Akali steamrolls her way to a pentakill pressing one button.
time that you don't. You leave me waiting all alone. Breaking words you said in fear. Promises that felt like tears.
In our next clip, Gyrodeal94 shows off the true power of Garen and Urf as he gets sped up, flashing into the enemy fountain and quickly deleting all 5 players for the pentakill. That was so satisfying to watch Garen one-shot them all, but let's take a 180 turn and show the exact opposite, as multiple players on red team struggle to take down this one elite Gundam. For obvious reasons, I'm going to speed up this play as Maokai repeatedly smashes his abilities, healing continuously off his passive. He's currently in a 1v4 scenario, but Elite Gundam refuses to go down as he slowly whittles away at their health. Eventually, Misfortune gets shut down, followed by an ult from the friendly Twisted Fate to help clean up the enemy team. Coming up next, Deez proves that Maokai isn't the only unkillable tank in Urf as he takes on a 1v3 as Nunu. The amount of flips, knockups, and CC from the enemy team is honestly quite comical, but nonetheless, Deez hangs in there and somehow prevails. Wizardman Kled thinks quick on his feet in this next play, finding the means to escape a terrible looking situation.
Can't you see the mess we're in? Choking up on everything.
Oh my goodness. What in the world is this? What the Oh my god, what?
Promises don't mean a thing. And when I'm waiting on.
Let's rewind and check out that combo one more time. Resonating strike, war jump, another Q mid-air, kick, and then another resonating strike. That's 2 resonating strikes in 1 second. Up next, we have a really crazy bug that somehow slipped past Riot Games many Urfs ago. Trojan shows us the power of Zack's W as it does percentage max health, and its cooldown gets reduced every time he picks up a glob off the ground. Needless to say, this has to be one of the fastest solo Baron kills of all time, and let's throw in a free kill on Vladimir as well. In our next play, Kirby Star 12345 shows up big with clean mechanics to take on multiple enemies on Kaisa. I love watching high APM champions get played in Urf, and it's clear to me that Kirby is no rookie when it comes to 80 carry champs. Great moves through and through.
Nayo, I am telling Gunblade instead of Touchdown.
This next play starts off a bit chaotic, but it's honestly so fun we wanted to include it. We've all been in the situation where we've lost an URF game and gotten camped in or spawn, but to not even get to use the cannon, that's on another level of tilt. Wicked Jester 82 showcases the power of Wukong in this next clip, making the enemy Yi question if what he sees is real. Thankfully, the camera's on her side, so we're able to track Wukong's movements even when he goes invisible. I can't imagine being this poor Master Yi, ults popped and limited Qs, but he can't stick his target. You can't forget that he also has to consider whether or not Wukong is trolling him and standing still. Wicked Jester makes his way into the Tri-Brush to get into the Fog of War, placing a clone on the other side and pulling a 180 to head to the top lane. At this point, Yi is just alpha striking the breadcrumb trail left behind from all the clones. This has to be one of my favorite URF chases that I've seen over the years. It's a gem and it ends in an absolutely fitting fashion. Few things are more unfair than Yuumi and Singe paired together in URF, especially at this point in the game. Killing this Malzahar's second time will mark 6 kills in 36 seconds, and the Singe is basically untouched. Using the cannon to blind steal the Baron, what are the odds of that? Up next, we have an epic battle between Karma and Vladimir, two of the most sustain-heavy champions in URF, especially in a 1v1. To Dazzlers, the Vladimir in this play as we crank up the speed because if you think they might kill each other, you're sadly mistaken. Between Karma's Empower W and shields and then Vladimir being Vladimir, there's no hope of anyone dying anytime soon without the intervention of some other champions. Eventually, blue team crashes the party, but I'm pretty sure this would have gone on forever had they not shown up. Our 97th play in the episode showcases Linus Tech Tips thinking ahead to secure his team the Elder Dragon in the blink of an eye. Full AP Jhin plus a ridiculous amount of traps equals one-shotting the 17,000 health dragon with damage to spare. One shy of the last play, we have Nervous Sushi on Maokai being an absolute beast of a tree that I wouldn't wish upon anyone. His team is behind in gold, but he's rocking 2 mountain dragons, plus he's somehow extremely high leveled compared to his opponents. They throw everything they can at him, including Orianna and Hecarim ults, but nothing slows him down. At this point in the video, we've seen a few tanks be unkillable, but this one is definitely one of the more impressive ones as 5 enemies just sit on Maokai and he's not even phased. Through Twisted advancing, he slowly finds himself going closer and closer to the enemy base, but regardless of the tower, he presses on. I counted something like 6 Orianna ults throughout this play and not even a scratch on him. There isn't too much more to say here except for that Sushi is a monster and I hope I never have to face a Maokai this beefy. Our 100th play of the episode is truly something special, so sit up because you don't want to miss this epic Zed moment.
I'm like, even though I only have a mat on the floor, I think he's in the bed. Oh, Faker may be in trouble here. Deathmark tries to clean it up for Ryu. Oh, look at the cleanse, look at the moves. Faker, what was that? Faker with a huge play, the QS.
Only kidding, Draven's master. We've all been there on Zed, so don't sweat it. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you made it this far, I really hope today's top 100 was something special, and you got to appreciate the plays and learn a little bit about the history of URF over the years. It took us a lot of time to put this video together, so if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, comment something, and subscribe for more in the future. Stay safe out there, and thanks again for watching.